The latest there from the Weather Channel on the scene. With the flash flooding in Texas this past 4th of July weekend happened overnight in total darkness. With over 30 still missing, that number could rise.
Here at home, we're in the middle of flash flood season, and our Ian Hardwitt reports on staying safe and how flash floods differ from the historic flooding we saw earlier this year.
The tragedy in Texas stings for anybody who runs a camp.
Ross Connect runs Country Lake Christian Retreat in southern Indiana.
We have weather radios. We have people on staff that are watching the weather constantly.
With over 9,000 campers planned for visits this summer, he worries about natural disasters like the flash floods that killed children and staff at Camp Mystic in Texas. But he prepares for moments like those.
We watch lightning strikes. We watch where cells are. We watch how much rain's coming in, and we communicate that with leaders. And a lot of times that gets communicated out to parents just to let them know, hey, we're watching and we care.
While Country Lake Christian Retreat is not in a floodplain, the Great Lawn here at Waterfront Park in Louisville is. It was all underwater back in April after days of sustained rainfall, but flash floods happen differently. They come fast and sudden, and the National Weather Service says Kentuckiana is in peak flash flood season now through August.
You know, I think in 2022, that was such an overwhelming footprint of heavy rainfall.
Weather Service hydrologist Pete Jajarian remembers the flash floods that hit eastern Kentucky in July 3 years ago. 44 people died as a result. While he says forecasting the timing of a flash flood has become easier over the years.
In terms of who sees the actual heaviest rainfall footprint, that's still a challenge.
So he recommends receiving alerts early, like through a NOAA weather radio, and warns against driving on flooded roads.
It's not worth your life to be inconvenienced, right? Like, you should turn around, you should have an action plan, know where to go, seek higher ground if a flood warning is issued.
Because those warnings are likelier for a while. In Louisville, Ian Hardwitt, WHAS 11 on your side.